Imagine a Boise where the aroma of ripening tomatoes and fragrant herbs drift through the air on a warm evening, where laughter and friendly chatter mingle with the buzzing of bees. This isn't a scene from a storybook, but a vibrant and achievable reality within our grasp. Picture neighbors not just catching a fleeting glimpse of each other behind windshields, but connecting on sunny afternoons, their hands working in the earth side by side in a communal garden. Here, stories are shared as readily as the freshly harvested bounty. This isn't a utopian dream, but a tangible reality we can cultivate, seed by seed, with more accessible communal garden spaces right here in Boise. First, let's delve deeper into the profound impacts of having convenient access to fresh produce, literally within a comfortable walking distance from your front door. Think about the simple act of walking down the street and picking a sun-ripened bell pepper for your dinner salad, or sniping some fresh basil to enhance your pasta sauce. We are all acutely aware of the persistent rise in the cost of groceries. It seems each week brings new news of another price hike. What better way to directly address this economic pressure than having the opportunity to grow your own nutritious food during its natural peak season? Imagine the joy of biting into a juicy, locally grown strawberry in the springtime, bursting with flavor that store-bought berries often lack. And imagine the satisfaction of harvesting sun-warmed tomatoes at the end of summer, their rich taste elevating even the simplest of meals. Consider the incredible varieties of different, delicious, and healthy vegetables that thrive in our very own Treasure Valley. Beyond the staples, think of crispiness of freshly pricked broccoli and the sweet earthiness of homegrown carrots, and the vibrant flavors of locally grown greens like kale, spinach, and arugula. And who, of course, can forget our famous Idaho potatoes and pungent onions? Fresh from the soil? Let's not overlook the aromatic herbs that can transform our cooking, the sweet fragrance of basil, the bright notes of parsley, the delicate flavor of dill, and the subtle oniony punch of chives. All just steps away. This isn't just about saving money. It's about accessing unparalleled freshness and flavor. Having a local community garden can bring people together and build a sense of companionship within your immediate neighborhood. And it can help build the idea of a third place, which is often lacking in the Treasure Valley. Unfortunately, there does come a negative downside to overfarming a singular plot of land. The negative side effects of communal gardens can come to fruition when the chosen space is not carefully thought out, such as putting heavy vegetation on a slope can cause erosion during heavy downfall. Previous contaminants, such as pesticides or heavy metals, can also deplete the soil of its natural resources. Overplanting in one area without proper fertilization can also deprive the soil of its natural elements that prosper in the fulfillment of growth. A way to mitigate the negative side effects is switching the crops planted each year and adding fertilizer or nitrogen back into the soil to help replenish its stores. Like I stated before, the profound benefit of having a shared green space within our community mean that Sundays can transform into opportunities to connect with other members of your neighborhood. Imagine spending a pleasant afternoon with your neighbors, all getting your hands joyfully dirty, sharing gardening wisdom, and fostering a shared sense of purpose as you watch the fruits and vegetables of your collective labor flourish. This shared experience builds camaraderie and strengthens the bonds that make a neighborhood feel like a home. First, let's think about getting the community jazzed for a shared plot. Build excitement to build a need. At first, it might be met with backlash, but imagine having a corner plot of a park used for some vegetables and herbs. Parents can take their kids to the park and play while they check on their crops and take home some goodies if that's time for picking. The next absolutely crucial step is the careful selection of a suitable plot. This involves going through soil testing to ensure that its health and suitability for growing food. We then need to carefully develop a garden layout, considering factors like sunlight, water access, and pathways. Furthermore, establishing clear and fair rules and regulations for the shared space is essential for creating a smooth operation and the equitable participation of all community members. Setting up the space for success from the outset with ample sources of resources and clear guidelines will help ensure its longevity and benefit for everyone. Finally, after the planning and preparation, the most rewarding moment arrives, opening the space to the community and preparing to share the joy of growth. Imagine the collective excitement as the first seeds are planted and the anticipation of the harvest is to come. Happy planting, Boise. Let's grow together.